Record. Okay, so I'm recording now. So I'm thinking, guys, maybe we should try to crank out the homework today, and we'll see if I can get the lab squared away for Wednesday. Does that make sense? I don't know what else to do. I mean, I guess I could just totally cancel the lab, but since you're all kind of logged in, I thought maybe we'd tackle the homework instead. I got a thumbs up from Jace. Let's see what's in the chat window.
How would we do the homework anyway, Mr. Burton?
Ah, okay, great question. So in a way, this is kind of like office hours. It's just not as hot and squishy, right? I will stand here and I will solve the problems with you. You don't want to be doing them on your own, trust me. We'll just solve the problems together. And let me just share, one thing I can do, I can't share my iPhone screen with you because of this fucking Zoom app, but I can share my computer screen. Are you guys all looking at my Blackboard right now? Thomas, give me a thumbs up.
Yep.
Samantha, Chris, give me a thumbs, someone give me a thumbs up.
Yeah, we are.
All right, okay, good. So, what's your, wait a minute, I'm in 2019. Hold on a second. Let me go to courses. Oh shit, I just sent that email to spring 2019. Okay, I'm getting used to it. Here's you guys. Honestly, I should probably email the entire class. Do I still have that Zoom URL? Here's the correct Zoom link. Sorry.
Thomas, what the hell are you making over there with your pot in your hand?
Okay,
Just
guys, if you guys go over here, everyone's eating snacks, and you guys go to the tab that says exam. I'm sorry, not what am I doing? Sorry, I'm high. Let's go to homework, okay? So, I'm not really high, but I should be. Okay, anyways, here you have your homework 5 and 6. I'm such a nice guy that I photocopied the questions again for you. So we're gonna read them there, and we're gonna do chapters 44, 53, 54, 55, 57. Now this is just like homework in our office hours. You guys are gonna get your paper out and use pencil and write your name and write your section number and write homework number 5, and we're gonna solve the problems now. Does that sound like a plan? Elena says thumbs up.
So just a question.
Yes.
How do we send it to you so you can actually check them to give us like credit for it?
Yeah, so that's a good question, and Kirill, I think, asked that earlier. Okay, so if you guys can see my Blackboard, I can do a thing called Enter Student Preview. And this is what it looks like from the student side, I think. So I think you go to homework, and somewhere here, hold on, I've never done this before. I worked through this with Jillian. Are you still with us? Let me see if Jillian is still here. Oh yeah, Jillian's still here. Jillian, feel free to weigh in here because you did a submission last night. We tested this out, right?
Yeah, I submitted the lab.
All right, but I'm imagining the homework is sort of similar. So
Yeah.
if I click homework 5 from the student side, 25 points, you go, if you guys can see where I am, so let me just navigate there again. I navigated all the way to the left, homework. I click homework 5, chapter 5, and then right here it says assignment submission. You can either write the submission out, which is gonna suck, it's gonna be a bunch of math, or you can do browse computer. And then you can click the file. You can either take a cell phone picture of it. So you can take a cell phone picture of it, or you can, whatever, just
scan it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, someone, for helping me with the words I was looking for. Scan it, take a cell phone picture. I have an app on my phone called Cam Scanner, which will actually scan it as a PDF. And that's pretty nice. If you guys have iPhones, you can get that app. If not, don't worry about it. Just take a JPEG and send me a JPEG. Here's my beef though. If you're gonna submit like a text submission, let's go into my Microsoft Word for a second. If you're going to do math in Microsoft Word, you absolutely need to use an equation editor. So I don't want to see some bullshit that looks like this. I don't want to see F equals M times A. Like that is going to be awful and impossible to read. You got to be an adult here. You've got to go to insert equation, and you got to make it look like some good math. F equals mass times acceleration. And if you're going to do a fancy equation like Newton's version of Kepler's third law, you can do that too. Here's an equation. You have to do like, let's see, you have to go to our superscripts. So I'll do P squared equals, let's do our script again, A cubed. You see what I mean? Like you got to make it look pro style if you're going to do that. Otherwise, just write it out and take a picture of the bloody thing, okay? So let's not save, oh shit. Let's not save that.
So dumb question that applies literally only to me. Can I just do this out on my whiteboard?
Well, how are you going to submit it?
Like take a picture of the whiteboard.
You can take a, yeah, as long as I can read it, man. I think the whiteboard probably won't be enough space because you'll have to erase eventually because we're going to do 5 questions. Why don't we just do, I'll tell you what. Because I've already wasted, now it's 45 goddamn minutes. Let's just do a couple of questions today. That way I'm not keeping you here all day. I've got other stuff to do as well. And then we'll do the rest of them on Wednesday after lecture. Does that sound like a plan? Angel gave me a thumbs up. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be part of the nature. Matt gave me a thumbs up. Thank you. I'm doing the best I can.
Wait,
but
are we not doing the lab anymore, or?
Yeah, Kirill, the lab has failed because my Connect to iPhone failed. And I need you guys, it was going to be kind of cool. When I connect to the iPhone, you guys can actually see out my little lens. And then I was going to put it up so that you could see all of the various elements. But it's failing now, and I'm trying to troubleshoot it, but it's kind of hard because there's like 50 of you watching me troubleshoot it, which is really
Also,
nerve-wracking.
is it the same homework that I showed you before the break?
Maybe. That was many brain cells ago, my friend. You know how much whiskey has sloshed through this brain since then? I mean, listen, maybe, yes, look at the numbers. If it's chapter 5, let's go back to my share screen again. If we go to my share screen, we're about to do these 5 problems
Okay,
here.
you don't need to think about it.
All right. Anyways, why don't we try to do a couple of these problems? 2 of them at least are based on stuff that we did today. So can we knock out a couple of these problems and maybe we'll do the rest next time? Everyone gave me the thumbs up. They like that plan, right, Tina? All right, Tina likes that plan. So let's go to our first question. Let me share screen with you and let me click the assignment. I gave you the submission here. Here's the PDF. So you guys can see the picture from the book, right? I've already forgotten the number. What the hell was the number again? It was
44.
Thank you. Help me out here, guys. Okay, so let's look at what 44 says. Let me minimize this. Atomic terminology practice 2. We got A, B, and C. What's the atomic number and atomic mass number of a fluorine atom? All right, I need you guys to...
Yeah. Sorry, yes, that's the one I have.
Okay, Carol, so you can...
Yeah, I'll just take the picture and submit it.
Yeah. Have a flying great day. Okay.
Yeah. So are we doing this the same thing on Wednesday?
No, on Wednesday I'm going to attempt to do the lab if I can, and maybe the rest of the questions. It depends how long this takes.
Okay.
Carol,
so
we're going to have lecture on Wednesday, and then after lecture, I'm either going to do the lab or the rest of the homework questions. I don't know what yet.
So have a good day, everybody.
Bye, Carol. Peace out.
Bye, Carol.
Bye.
Okay, let's try to just knock out a couple of these. So, the most common form of iron has 26 protons and 30 neutrons. Give us the atomic number, mass number, and number of electrons. Okay, so you guys can see me here. Let's get nice and close so everyone can read my damn notes. So this is chapter 5, number 44. And this is part A. And that was what, an iron atom? Okay. Oh, sorry, a fluorine atom. So we have a fluorine atom, and it has 9 protons. It has 10 neutrons. And what's the atomic number and what's the mass number? You guys should be able to answer that based on our lecture today, right?
The atomic number is 9.
The atomic number is 9. Thank you. I think that was Zach. What's my mass number?
19.
19.
19.
Thank you, guys. All right, so just write this down along with me. Okay, the next says, if we could add a proton, would the result still be fluorine? What's the answer to that question?
No.
No.
No. You guys know what atomic number 10 is by any chance? Who knows their chemistry? Wicked awesome. Who knows the periodic table of the elements? Didn't think so. That's neon.
I was about to ask if that would be a noble gas. But you beat me
What's
to
that,
it.
Tony? You're a little glitching.
I was going to ask if that would be a noble gas, and chlorine usually likes to take electrons from the other side.
Neon is a noble gas, my friend.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's cool. I like the feedback. If we add a neutron, is it still fluorine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Still fluorine. But now I think the way we would write it is fluorine 20. Usually chemists and people who do chemistry notation, they put the mass number up and to the left. Okay? All right, so that was part A. Now we'll move on to part B. The most common isotope of gold, what is it? Hg is the symbol for gold, right, guys? Does anyone remember?
I think it's
No, Ag is, sorry, AU, that's right.
Mercury.
What the hell's my?
Yeah, AU.
Yes, thank you, guys. I'm sorry, I was having a bad moment there. AU is the symbol for gold. So let's do that right. So gold, that's the symbol AU. And the most common isotope has atomic number of 79. And it has a mass number of 197. Can you guys still read all that? I'm running out of real estate there. Okay, so the way we would write that is we would put the 79 here. This is how they used to do it. And the 197 up there, right? Sorry. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, how many protons and neutrons does it contain? Okay, guys, tell me the number of protons.
79.
79.
Thank you. How about neutrons?
118.
Same.
97. 118 neutrons. Very good. What else is it asking me? Sorry, guys, I'm going kind of slow here because I'm like doing several things at once. If the electron is electrically neutral, how many electrons does it have?
79.
Very good. By the way, the chemistry symbol for electrons, you'll see me use this from time to time, is an E with a little minus sign next to it, okay? If it's triply ionized, how many electrons does it have?
76.
Yeah. Okay. That wasn't too hard. That's sort of based off of our lecture here today. Let's go on to part C. Part C, uranium. Uranium has atomic number 92. What else? Its most common isotope is U-238. Hopefully you guys can read that. But in nuclear bombs, they use an unstable isotope, uranium-235. And so we're going to compare these two isotopes of uranium. Okay. How many neutrons are in each of these isotopes? Can you guys help me figure that out?
235 minus 92 equals 143.
Okay. So 235 minus 92 is 143 neutrons. How about for uranium-238? How about uranium-238?
146.
Yeah. 235. Okay. That concludes our first problem. Do you guys have that down? I don't know how the pacing of this is going. I don't know if you can see this or hear me or what.
Can you lower the camera just a little bit?
Like that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
By the way, everyone, I've got some good news for you. I splurged on a GoPro, and I think I can use that as my webcam. So I'm hoping that it's supposed to arrive today, actually. I'm hoping by Wednesday, this is going to be way more awesome, okay? I know it's kind of shitty footage and the audio sucks. I'm doing the best I can. I'd like to move on, but I can see a few of you writing. How about we'll try it this way? Does anyone need extra time, or can we move on?
Can
Send
you
me
keep
those.
it there for one more second?
Yeah, just one more second.
Sure thing.
Why can't I see the screen right now? Because Peyton's name is on my screen.
Let's see.
There we go.
If we go to speaker view, it should be possible for me to lock myself as the largest.
You can do it for other people. So you can see at the top everybody else.
Yep.
So for all the other students, you can double click on Professor Britton's webcam, and that'll lock him as the big one.
Okay.
Thank you, Parker.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Parker. I didn't know how to do that either. So I double clicked on myself, and now I am the largest screen there. So I can kind of see what you're seeing.
Beware, Mr. Burton, every time you get off like your camera, like even it right or left, your audio starts cutting out really badly.
All right. Okay. Thanks. I'm trying to remember that, but then as I stumble around here in my apartment, it's easy to forget. So thanks for reminding me. Does anyone still need more time, or can I erase?
We could always check the recording later, right?
I guess you got a point, Tina. That's true. I am recording this. So, but I'd like us to all move together as a group, so I don't want to stress anyone out. It sounds like everyone's done. I'm going to erase. Otherwise, shout out if you have an issue. Like I said, I planned on doing this on Wednesday until that feature of Zoom failed on me, so I'm kind of annoyed right now. Okay, let's at least get one more problem, and that'll cut down on our workload. The next problem is number, can someone yell out what the number is?
It's 53.
Thank you. 53 talks about our electric bill. Okay. I'm going to be the reader here. Your electric utility bill probably shows your energy use for the month in units of kilowatt hours. Kilowatt times hours. Okay, a watt for the record class is a unit of power defined as 1 joule per second. So you guys will remember that energy is measured in joules. A watt is a measurement of power. It's a slightly different quantity. And on Wednesday, I'll try to define what that is. A kilowatt hour is defined as the energy used in 1 hour at a rate of 1 kilowatts. That is, 1 kilowatt hour is 1 kilowatt times an hour. First part of the problem is use this fact to convert 1 kilowatt hour into joules. So we're going to start with 1 kilowatt times hours. And we're going to attempt to convert this into some number of joules. Hold on a second, guys. Let's take a look at why this works. A watt is a joule per second. If we multiply kilowatts times hours, we should be able to cancel out units of time and end up with units of energy. What technique shall we use to convert kilowatt hours to joules?
Dimensional analysis.
That's what I want to hear. So we'll begin with what we want to convert. 1 kilowatt hour. Do we want to tackle the watts, or do we want to tackle the hours first?
Hours first.
What do we want to convert hours into?
Well, minutes and then seconds.
True. So let's get hours on the bottom, minutes on top to cancel out our hours. And then we'll do minutes on the bottom and seconds on top. And that will cancel out our minutes. What are our conversion factors?
60 minutes to 1 hour and 60 seconds to 1 minute.
Okay. This takes care of all of our units of time. So we have seconds on top. Now we have to deal with the kilowatts. Shall I convert kilowatts into, what do you think?
Watts.
Okay. Do you know the conversion factor from watts to kilowatts?
1 kilowatt is 1,000 watts.
That's right. And now we're going to convert watts into joules per second. And the conversion rate is right up here. 1 watt is 1 joule per second. However, our per seconds here will cancel our seconds on top. So now, do you guys still have your calculators? I know some of you got calculators, right? It might be a good time to invest in a Casio TI, what the hell is it called again? Oh, the 260 FX Solar. So if you have your calculators handy, bust them out and do 60 times 60 times 1,000 and tell me what you get.
3.6 million.
3.6 million. How many zeros?
It'd be 5 zeros.
Think better.
6.
6.
6. Right.
That's joules. So 1 kilowatt times hour. So that's one of our answers to this problem. Everyone write that down. Oh, Matthew's iPad raised his hand. What the hell? ask away if you have a question, or I can lower your hand. I don't know. There's quite a few of you on here. I'm so glad that so many of you joined me for the live session. Great. Okay, I want to erase up top so we can do the next part of the problem. Yell at me if you're still behind. In the next part of our problem, 53, if your bill says that you use 900 kilowatt hours, how much energy did you use in joules? Look, we could go through that whole thing all over again, but if we're smart about it, we'll recognize that we've already invented a new conversion factor. 1 kilowatt hour can now be converted directly as 3.6 million joules. So let's use that as our. I'm sorry?
Didn't hear that.
Lost you.
You lost me. Okay, the thing I was trying to say, I'll try to talk towards the camera, is I could redo this problem by putting 900 kilowatt hours here, and I can go through this whole calculation again. But if I'm smart, I'll recognize that I already have a new conversion factor. I've converted 1 kilowatt hours into 3.6 million joules. So my plan is just to use this as my new conversion factor up here. In other words, I'll put kilowatt hours on the bottom and joules directly on top. And if you're with me, which I think you guys are, you'll know what numbers to put in, right? What numbers should I put in here? Just someone please be with me.
3.6 times 10 to the 6 on the top for joules, and then 1 on the bottom.
Great. Okay, guys, punch them up. Otherwise, you got to do it in your head. I don't have a pencil handy. I think pen's a problem. It's fine. Just use your bloody pen, Samantha.
Got 36 million.
No, you didn't get 36 million.
So
32?
3.2 times 10 to the 9.
All right, what is 10 to the 9?
That would be billion.
Thank you. Wait, did you get 30? What was the lead digits again?
3.2
billion. And the units are joules. Okay. So let's have just a pep talk here for a second. Did everybody get that? Give me some thumbs up or something.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see all the thumbs up coming now. All right, let's go back to the gallery mode. All right, so first of all, thank you for joining me for the first class today. Had a couple of snafus, but we at least got through the lecture. I'm hoping by the time we do the next one, the camera will be better. Now, we've only done 2 of our 5 homework problems, but I say we pause here and we'll finish the other 3 along with our lab on Wednesday. What I'm worried about is if I can't get that iPhone feature working, this lab is going to be real difficult to do. So it's actually a cool lab. It's cool when you do it in person. I was thinking, I tested it out last night and the effect was pretty rad. So I'm hoping by Wednesday, either I can contact Zoom or I can just figure out what I did wrong. So let's call it for today. We'll do the other 3 problems and we'll do a short half-hour version of the lab on Wednesday after lecture. Does that sound like a plan, everyone? All right, meanwhile, so don't submit your homeworks yet. Why don't you wait until you've got all 5 problems done and submit on Wednesday. Okay, good. Seems like people are with me. I will see if I can get some stuff figured out, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to send you guys a half an hour or an hour before class, maybe a half an hour before class. I'll send you the URL again, but I'm hoping it's going to stay the same so you can just click that same link every time. Okay? Okay. Peace out. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Professor, would you mind if I copied the final part of that problem? I didn't quite get it.
No,
I'll stay on.
Go ahead.
Stop the recording now.